Today we will be showing you our proposal for the funding of our sculpture. We chose the 3 pyramids. First off, we would like to introduce us. I'm Jordan.
I'm Emily Perrott.
I'm Alexis Velke.
I'm Skylar Heidemann.
And now we'll be doing the measurements.
We made some adjustments to the sculpture. Now there will be 4 right pyramids, 4.5 feet, 5 feet, 5.5 feet, and 6 feet tall. The concrete base would be a rectangle 13 feet long, 3 feet and 3/4 an inch wide, and 6 inches deep. Also at the bottom of the metal pyramids, there would be 2 feet in length, so the bottom triangle would be equilateral, 2 feet on each side. We would also like to engrave various quotes on each of the 3 faces of the pyramids that the students approve or suggest. The materials we've selected for the sculpture are aluminum because it's cost effective, and it's very durable, and concrete because it's also very durable. The sheet metal would come from Metals Depot in Kentucky, and the concrete would come from Pearl Ready Mix here in Waverly. The estimate for the metal was $950, but I also got another estimate today, and it also said now $850. So we're going up with a margin and going down with a margin of $100. And then for the concrete, it would be about $100, bringing the total around $1,100. However, there are other factors like the welding and engraving costs as well as the shipping. We could expect the shipping to be around $50 to $75, and we feel that we should aim to raise around $1,500 to make sure we have enough to cover every expense.
We are going to take a different approach to fundraising than many other groups have. We believe that we could provide a meaningful fundraising experience through this project for many great team members, instead of just asking people for money. We could apply the idea of making a profit using markup like we have been doing in math class. We could also use some baking skills that we learned in FCS. We would also like to sell these at upcoming musical events and sporting events. Donations of baked goods would also be a good profit. There are many opportunities where we could be selling these. It would provide a great experience for all great teamers using their baking skills and selling skills.
The meaning behind the sculpture comes from the idea of joining all 4 grades together and uniting as one school. This is why we have 4 right pyramids, the different heights showing the growth through the years of middle school. The sculpture that we designed is a symbol of opportunity, work, perseverance, and the growth of students, both mentally and physically. Quotes selected by the students will be displayed on the pyramids, inspiring everyone who walks by them.
At this time, we'll be concluding our presentation. Please ask questions.
How thick is the aluminum that you guys are
It's going to be 1/8
wanting?
of an inch. And there are like a couple different kinds of aluminum that we could order from the site, and there is this one. It was 3003 H17, and it's used for many art projects. Like, it's very shiny and it has easy metalworking features. It cuts easily and it's durable as well. So we thought that would be one to go with.
You use the same material for all 4 pyramids?
Yeah.
Would you say the overall height was the highest one, 7 feet?
6 feet.
6 feet. And then it went down, 6, 5, 4, 3. How did that work?
Okay, so the bottom one would be 4.5 feet, the next one would be 5 feet, the next one would be 5.5 feet, and the last one would be 6 feet tall.
Got it.
And then each of those pyramids would represent one grade in our school. So we thought that each grade could select the quotes for their pyramid. So all the kids this year in this school could choose the quotes for their grade to on their pyramid.
How much do you anticipate the cost to engrave that?
We were thinking about $100. We're not exactly sure because it depends on how much the length of the quotes are that the students choose.
It might be there, I didn't find it here, the scale.
It's 1 inch to 1 foot.
Okay, did you have that, did you say that, or did I miss that?
It's on the rubric, but it's kind of smushed in there, so
Is that on the one where you got 1/12, 1/12, 1/12?
now I see it.
So how many sheets
Right
of
here,
metal?
sorry.
4 foot by 8 foot sheets? Is that what it was, 4
do you
foot by 8
have
foot?
What?
There's in this book, there was, I printed off the quote that we got from the company.
Okay.
It's right here.
Now you're talking my language.
I guess, I don't know.
I'm curious, why would you go through a company like Metals Depot, an online company, instead of purchasing your aluminum locally?
We want to get it there because we can choose custom sizes. And then also, some of the companies around here weren't able to like go as high. They weren't able to go to 6 feet long, which we needed. Otherwise, we'd have to weld it together and it could end up looking a little sloppy.
Do you have any, see, the cost to build is $1,100, right? Do you have any donations at this time?
No, but we wanted to get students involved with the project and like, kind of like we did blood drive last year, we had student ambassadors helping us and other students that weren't on the blood drive also helped us. We thought we could do a sort of similar thing this year and get maybe more people involved.
So are you gonna turn down the $400 from Mr. Roney and Mr. Staff?
No, we gladly accept that.
Okay.
So for this, you've got unit price on here repeatedly, so you're asking them to cut this, have this cut when it's delivered, is that what's gonna happen?
Yeah, because we figured that with the right triangles, you can just make that into a rectangle, so we could just cut 2 triangles out of 1 sheet. So then, for each pyramid, there's, 2
So you're gonna have 2 right triangles, and then the other one will sit back at an angle?
Yep, and it'd be our isosceles.
I like that.
And then we could cut,
That's actually how I would do it if I was gonna make it, but you could get a bigger sheet
and just cut them off.
and then figure out, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and do like a cut
Yeah.
thing. It might be a little cheaper if you did that, but
Okay.
exactly how you're talking is how we would do it, like in real life. We'd cut that to, that
You get
rectangular.
one sheet, cut it once,
We'd cut it to whatever size it was, and then we'd diagonal that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
so you'd really only have to
that's how
make,
you do it.
you take one rectangle, make one cut, there's your 2 pieces, done.
You know?
And then you'd make your isosceles triangle to lay back on it, right?
You know?
And then we need to do some TIG welding, because it's aluminum. So my dad helped me with it.
It's good,
It's good.
your resources.
Yep.
Are you confident in your cost of shipping that up from Kentucky or wherever it was?
Yeah, it said that if you choose FedEx Freight, I believe it was, it's going to be $55.
Cause it's all small.
Oh.
It's all small pieces, so then you
Yeah.
can ship it cheap.
Okay, okay.
Also, the cost, there was $100 difference on the quotes. It depends on how much stock they have.
Gotcha.
So I don't really understand how in 1 day's time they can go from 950 to 850.
Do you want the gas prices?
My weight fluctuates like that.
No,
Yeah.